But looking at what has happened,
Yeah.
Nidu finally, or rather leaving the Honest Budge podcast, do you regret the decision to set the trap?
Well, I did not know that Nedu was going to lose his job, and I feel really bad.
Okay, so he lost his job. He did
Not
not
that he stepped
resign.
down.
Well, not
Resign.
lose his job. But I mean, he doesn't have that job anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
For now, pending, the whole. I did not know that was going to happen. But what is, and I'm really sorry about that. But what is important is we need to stop people from coming on social media without proper proof. This is somebody that I really like. Look at. I have proof here about, how many months I've been donating money to the NGO. This is one. This is two. Please, can you the name on it, please, so that people will not say
Recipient details: Martins, Vincent, Otse, Initiative.
Exactly. Look at documents.
Okay.
Look at evidence for. Do you understand what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
it was in the course of this investigation that I now started figuring out some things. First of all, is attracted to men, and I knew that if I say that on that podcast, it will spark a lot of.
Is it about his sexuality? Is that really true?
Very true. He knows
Do
it.
you have
Do you have
evidence
proof?
for that?
He is my proof because he has said it. He has owned up to it.
It's one thing for someone to say something. It's another thing for someone to say with proof.
So if somebody says something, it is as good as a confession, and it is as you can use that in court. Let him sue me if he thinks I'm lying. And for me, this is about correcting the wrong narrative, coming on social media without concrete proof, just talking anyhow, disrespecting people. He actually thinks that people are backing me up. To be honest, I planned this thing. I was the one who thought about this whole plan. I said, okay, let me set this trap. And, he thinks it's, maybe I'm backed up by Mr. Falano, SAN, and, these are, and then he comes online to say things like this. No proof. So, he has made a couple of mistakes, and this is for correction. We're not trying to bring anybody down. And that's why when people say, oh, bring out proof, I am not blackmailing him. That's what people should know. Okay. When you bring proof out, when you begin to, that is blackmail. Now, he has come online to make a lot of mistakes. First of all, you sleep with 300 and whatever women in a year. You brag about having relationships with men, which is wrong in Nigeria. So, the
EFCC doesn't seem to be, or rather, maybe the EFCC is not afraid of him.
Of anybody.
Of anybody. I want to ask, is he afraid of you? Because he has not responded to any of your allegations, but rather he was,
goes around,
talking
goes
about
different
Nidu,
corners.
Yes.
Talking about Nidu and calling him out, and everything he has said has been about Nidu, but nothing about you. Is he afraid of you?
Well, he knows that I'm the only person in Nigeria. He doesn't understand how I get these facts. Do you understand? So, well, it can be classified as fear. Do you understand? Because, of course, you know that, and that's why he left me and went for Nidu.
But why do you think he went for Nidu?
Because I planned it like that. I knew that they had some form of, I've seen videos previously that these people are close. Do you understand? If I had told Nidu about this plan, about talking about some things, he won't let me on that platform. So I just made it look like I just wanted to, I just told him one thing. I said, I'm prepared. Any question you want to ask. He did not know what I was going to say. So on that podcast, he was shocked. Nidu was trying to stop me from, in fact, they did not allow me to say a couple of things. For instance, Don Jazzy donating 100 million naira to Very Dark Man's NGO. It's a good thing to donate. But at that time when you have not seen what this guy is capable of doing, and you can see now for 6 months he has done nothing. You came online to beg people for money.
So the renovation he did in his school recently is not a part of the NGO money.
If you look at that video and you listen to it, he said that this is not NGO money, this is my money. So I mean, this is another question people need to ask. You did not have money before, and all of a sudden people donated over 200 million naira, and then you suddenly have money. These are the little things that you need to clear.
So what do you think? How do you think he funds his lifestyle?
Well, I'm not going to categorize, I'm not going to say a couple of things, but you can see him on private jets, you can see that he has relationships with some,
celebrities?
Not celebrities, there are some. I mean, I don't want to say some things, but it's going to be a very long season. We're going to expose a lot of things, not to condemn him, but to correct him. Now, another very important thing is, when people say bring evidence, show evidence, you have to be very careful. It can be classified as blackmail, number one. Number two, there was an incident, I think it was last year, where somebody in Abuja came out as a cross-dresser. You know the person. And it was just on a podcast. There was no evidence to that, but today that person is no more alive. That person was, taken out in the same Abuja. So if I do that and God forbid something happens to, do you understand? It will come back to. So we have to really, really look at the big picture here. The most important thing is Very Dark Man needs to understand that he needs to be more responsible.
Will you continue to monitor the NGO?
Yes, that's what he said. He said Nigerians monitor this thing.
What will stop you from monitoring the NGOs?
Except Very Dark Man comes and says Nigerians don't monitor this NGO again. But as long as he does not say that, it is our responsibility to make sure that he is a responsible person.
How did you find out that he got 20? You gave an allegation that he took 20 million to get a Range Rover, and you think it's from the NGO's money.
So, if you notice, that statement was made after the prank, after he made one. So he decided to prank Nigerians, and I decided also in my own way. So you see, these are things that I've planned. I knew that if I talk about these kind of things, it will push him to react. And, you know, just like we predicted, because it's not just me. I have a friend that we work tirelessly on this project. It's very, very important. Someone that has access to millions of people needs to be very, very responsible.
But why? Why VDM?
Sorry?
But why VDM?
Well, he said we should monitor him. Nobody has come out to say, monitor me.
Okay.
Now, if you want to see proof, let me show you something, just for your eyes, right? This is Very Dark Man's charts with Nedu.
Okay.
You can look at this. In this chart, in fact, there's another thing that if you see there, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see the proof that I'm talking about. In that chart, you know, this was the same person talking to Nedu and saying, oh, you are doing a great job. I would like to do this in Abuja and everything, you know. But you're coming online to deceive people and discredit the same platform that you desperately wanted to be on. Look at it. That's Very Dark Man there.
Yeah.